All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the guys that are free agents, not only on the 49ers, but across the league.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one player, unrestricted free agent. So just to be clear, Jawan Jennings is not unrestricted, so he does not qualify. So for those of you that are like, it's got to be Jawan, he's not unrestricted. So unrestricted free agents for the 49ers. Give me one that they need to bring back, and then give me a free agent across the league that they need to bring in your opinion.
Cleveland Farrell is my guy. I
Okay.
want Cleveland Farrell back.
I like it.
I think that he's just in the same. He follows the same track of what we're used to. Depth, right? A wave of consistent play from first to second string. Like Cleveland Farrell, in my opinion, once Cleveland Farrell went down, it was kind of open season on our D line. If you remember, before Cleveland Farrell got hurt, once Chase Young had gotten here and he was there in like a package capacity, and Cleveland Farrell was still here, it was kind of like, oh man, all right, we look good. Like we got a wave of a defense, we got guys coming in and off the field, and we have a run package. We can mix things up with Chase and Randy Gregory and Nick Bosa. So it was kind of looking good. And then Cleveland went down, and it was like, well, you know who has to start now? Chase. It's like that's when things kind of got weird. Because let's be honest, he wasn't a starting caliber player at times in the season. That's not here to say that he's not a starting caliber player, period. But at times, what he was putting on tape wasn't professional. So for me, Cleveland Farrell reminds me of kind of a mix between he's like a little bit more of a more athletic Jordan Willis, right? Like he's got the body type of Charles Omenihu, but he has more girth than Charles Omenihu, and he's definitely longer and bigger than Samson Ekibom, but he's kind of got like that brute strength of Jordan Willis. He's got like the pass ability, the pass rush ability of Charles Omenihu, and his run defense, he's stout as Samson Ekibom was. So for me, we can never get enough depth pieces. And I think even when another reason why I want him back is because he's not the answer. I don't want to get Cleveland Farrell back and then he's just like our guy at the other side. I really want him back as a requisite depth piece. He will be huge for us.
Yeah, I love that. Well,
yes, I said girth. Relax.
Yeah, he did. Who was saying Jacoby Brissett in here? Jacoby Brissett is retired. I'm pretty sure he retired. I'm almost positive of it. But okay, so the guy that I want to bring back along the same lines, but Randy Gregory. Gregory, I thought there was a lot of questions about who Randy Gregory was leaving Denver, and we know that he was like blue chip when he first came in the league, and he had some issues of what he could not have been a more upstanding citizen, a better teammate. The guy gave effort through the roof, was a pretty damn good pass rusher, and I think he gives some depth to the pass rush that is desperately needed on this team. So I know why you like Cleveland. I think he's probably better against the run, which I think is extremely important, especially for a guy that maybe starts on down 1 and then you spell him downs 2 and 3 for a pure pass rush or what have you. But for me, Randy Gregory's that guy that I think can be the depth piece, can sub in on either side. And I just feel like he was around the quarterback an awful lot for a guy that wasn't getting paid much by the 49ers at all. And I would love to have Randy Gregory back.
Yo, I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, Randy Gregory showed a lot in his pass coverage, his pass rushing. Not so much in running. I mean, in run defense, but I think one of the reasons why we like these guys is because it just helped with our depth. And that's what we need. Our top 4 are supposed to be, well, our top three. We don't know who the fourth guy is, but we got Javon Hargraves, Eric Armstead, and Nick Bosa. So what comes behind that is like really important to keep those other dogs fresh. So, you know, I honestly think they're going to double down and go. I think they're going to go D-line in the first round. I really do. I don't want to, but I just, it's how they're built, bro. We're man. I think that they're going to go with D-line in the first round.
All right, give me a player that's not here that the 49ers should go after signing as far as free agents go.
Well, all right, well, let's segue. The only way that I would be okay with us going D-line in the first round is if we went corner in the second, which we can get a corner in the second. And the only reason why I would be okay with D-line in the first, corner in the second is if we got Tyron Smith from Dallas. Now, if we got Tyron Smith from Dallas and threw him over at the right tackle spot, I wouldn't be mad at that. That right there would solidify that spot. Then what we can honestly do is then we can go get ourselves a guard in the third round. We can find us a stout guard in the third round or in the second round, and then still have the D line. We still stay to our roots. We're always going to build through the D line. So we'll have us a nice first round pick at D line. And then really, if you really want to go with it, if you're going to go D line in the first round, go get your pass rusher. Especially at 31, you don't need him to be a Nick Bosa. You really need a guy to just pin his ears back and go. That's really what our problem is. We don't have anybody that could be respected on the other side to go get the quarterback. So I wouldn't be mad at that. If they're going to go D-line, go get a pass rusher, go get your guy. But handle tackle now. You know, just go ahead and get Tyron Smith. I wouldn't be mad at that pickup at all. And you throw him over there at right tackle, it's going to be much easier than what he has to deal with on a regular basis. I think that's the move. How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't be mad at getting him. I still would want to draft an offensive lineman in the first round. Here's my thought, because I do agree that they need defensive line help still, which is crazy with all the assets they've dumped into it. So here's my thought.
Well, we missed on Javon Kinlaw. We missed on Solomon Thomas.
No,
right?
For sure.
We've been missing in the draft too.
Yeah. No, Drake Jackson hasn't panned out.
We missed on Drake Jackson. Yeah.
So for me, I hope they draft offensive line in the first round. I like corner in round 2. The guy that has been talked about forever around the San Francisco 49ers, and can we go get him at trade deadlines for like the last 2 years, and it just hasn't happened. And also, I think it's a realistic player that they can get. You know, I see like people saying L'Jarius Sneed.
No way.
They don't have the money for L'Jarius Sneed. Maybe Jalen Johnson. Maybe
Jalen Johnson.
Maybe.
Kendall Fuller, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kendall Fuller for sure. But a player that I think they actually could afford that I think would be perfect here would be maybe a 2-year stopgap would be Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter.
Love that guy.
Dude, he has produced for years, man. Years. And with nobody around him at times, he still produces. He produced last year. He would produce here in a big way. Man, he would be a perfect player. And then now you've taken care of that edge position. You don't need to draft it in round 1. You can go get your offensive lineman in round 1, and then you can draft a corner in round 2. That's what I would like to see, Danielle Hunter.
I mean, what's he making? What does he think he can get?
You know what? They have like what they think he'll get on the open market, whatever it is. I don't
14.
think he'll get that much. I don't think he'll get that.